Could cats survive on different planets in our solar system? Picture this. Your cat knocks a glass off the table at 3 a.m., but instead of landing in your kitchen, the glass floats away into the atmosphere of Jupiter while Mr. Whiskers casually survives the apocalypse. Today, we're answering one of humanity's most important scientific questions. What if cats could survive on every planet in our solar system? Would they become moon kings? Space pirates? Tiny furry dictators of Mars? Let's find out. First, a quick reality check. In real life, cats absolutely could not survive on any planet besides Earth without serious protection. Most planets would freeze them, crush them, melt them, or blast them with radiation. But for this video, we're imagining cats magically adapted to survive each world while still acting exactly like normal cats, which means no matter where they go, they'll still ignore you. Let's begin with the easiest stop, Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun. During the day, temperatures can reach around 430 degrees Celsius. At night, it drops to minus 180. So basically, Mercury is nature's version of forgetting to adjust the shower temperature. If cats lived on Mercury, they'd spend the daytime loafing on scorching rocks like tiny furry dragons, then instantly teleport underground at night. Scientists believe Mercury has almost no atmosphere, meaning there's no weather and no sound transmission like on Earth. So imagine two cats having a fight in complete silence. Just violent paw movements. No noise. Honestly, terrifying. The Mercurian space cat would probably evolve giant heat-dissipating ears and reflective fur like a walking disco ball. And despite living on the closest planet to the Sun, your cat would still choose to sleep directly on your laptop keyboard. Next up, Venus. Ah yes, Venus. The beautiful golden planet that is secretly literal nightmare fuel. Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system, averaging about 465 degrees Celsius. Hot enough to melt lead. The atmosphere is mostly carbon dioxide with clouds made of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid clouds. So basically, Venus is what happens when the universe says, what if a planet was an angry chemistry teacher? The atmospheric pressure on Venus is over 90 times stronger than Earth's. A human would be crushed faster than an empty soda can. But our Venus cats? Oh, they'd thrive. These cats would probably evolve thick armored skin and tiny pressure-resistant paws. Hairless cats would dominate Venus because honestly, imagine maintaining fluffy fur in acid rain. Impossible. Venusian cats would absolutely judge every other planetary species. Wow, your atmosphere doesn't melt metal. Cute. And because a day on Venus is longer than its year, yes, that's real, cats there could technically nap for months without anyone questioning it. Which, to be fair, already happens on Earth. Now let's head somewhere humans actually want to visit someday. Mars. Mars is cold, dusty, and has giant volcanoes including Olympus Mons, the largest volcano in the solar system. It's about 3 times taller than Mount Everest. If cats lived on Mars, they'd absolutely climb Olympus Mons once, throw up halfway down, then act like it was your fault. Mars also has weaker gravity, about 38% of Earth's, meaning Martian cats could jump ridiculously high. Martian cats would probably wear dust-resistant fur coats and have massive eyes for navigating giant dust storms. Also, because communication delays between Earth and Mars can take several minutes, your cat ignoring you would officially become scientifically unavoidable. Now we leave the rocky planets and enter the gas giants, starting with the king himself. Jupiter? Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. Over 1,300 Earths could fit inside it. It also has storms larger than Earth, including the Great Red Spot, a hurricane that has been raging for centuries. A cat hurricane planet. This is already their world. Since Jupiter has no solid surface, Jupiter cats would probably evolve into floating cloud creatures drifting through the atmosphere like furry blimps. Imagine seeing a giant sky cat emerging from orange storm clouds. Honestly, I'd worship it. Jupiter also has incredibly strong gravity and intense radiation. So Jupiter cats would likely become muscular, radiation-resistant space lions with lightning-fast reflexes. They'd probably hunt flying alien fish made of plasma or something equally horrifying. And because Jupiter has at least 95 moons, every cat there would technically own multiple moons. Saturn, the planet with the beautiful rings. Those rings are mostly made of ice, rock, and dust particles, which means Saturn cats would absolutely treat them like the universe's largest scratching post. Saturn is also incredibly light for its size. In fact, its average density is so low that, theoretically, it could float in water. Assuming you had a bathtub larger than Earth, Saturn cats would evolve long gliding tails to leap between icy ring fragments like acrobatic space ninjas. Tiny cosmic Parker professionals. And because Saturn has winds reaching 1,800 kilometers per hour, these cats would either become aerodynamic geniuses or permanently look like they stuck their face out a car window. Uranus. Yes, get the jokes out now. Uranus is an ice giant that rotates sideways, possibly because it got smashed by a massive object billions of years ago, which honestly explains a lot. Temperatures there can drop below minus 220 degrees Celsius, making it one of the coldest planets. Uranian cats, I regret this sentence already, would evolve ultra-thick fur and enormous thermal tails wrapped around themselves like heated blankets. Because the planet rotates sideways, seasons can last over 20 years. Imagine your cat experiencing winter for 2 decades and still demanding to go outside and immediately back inside. The emotional instability would be unmatched. Neptune. Neptune is famous for having the fastest winds in the solar system. Some reach over 2,000 kilometers per hour. That's faster than many fighter jets. Neptune cats would either become the fastest creatures alive or tiny furry tumbleweeds. These cats would probably communicate through glowing bioluminescent whiskers in the dark blue atmosphere. And since Neptune is extremely far from the sun, daylight there is about 900 times dimmer than on Earth. So basically, every room is permanently set to mysterious cat at 2 a.m. Finally, Pluto. Yes, technically Pluto is a dwarf planet. But if Pluto can survive getting demoted by astronomers, it deserves respect. Pluto is freezing cold, incredibly small, and takes 248 Earth years to orbit the Sun. Meaning a single Pluto year is longer than most human civilizations. Pluto cats would be tiny fluff spheres conserving heat by rolling around like sentient pom-poms. And because Pluto's gravity is weak, they could leap enormous distances in slow motion. Adorable. Terrifying. So after visiting every world, one truth becomes clear. No matter where cats go, they remain true to themselves. Whether on fiery Venus, stormy Jupiter, or icy Neptune, they would still sit in boxes too small for them, sprint at invisible enemies, and stare at absolutely nothing for reasons science cannot explain.